Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I want to talk about some new NIO articles, some new developments in Norway, and a new service they're offering. And I also want to talk through the NIO current price action and the price graph. And I also want to recap on some of the NIO short interest straight from Ortex. So stay tuned and let's make some money. But guys, before I get into the video, be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because that way you won't miss another video just like this one. Now I want to dive straight in with the key information. So, let's start off by talking about the NIO price action. As you can see, between February and May, NIO was in quite the downtrend. It's since broken through that downtrend and is now on an upward trajectory. However, there is still a second downward trend that NIO is soon to retest. I can see we've got some resistance here around 54 and the psychological resistance level of $55. Some more resistance at $60, more resistance at $64, the psychological level at 65 and the all-time high at 66. Hopefully NIO can get to this inflection point and make a positive breakthrough and continue on that upward trend towards the all-time highs over the next few coming months and coming years. Now let's also recap the short interest data direct from Ortex. As you can see, I've got two separate lines on this chart. The purple line is the estimated short interest and the red line is the actual number of shares on loan. There is a correlation between shares on loan and short interest, but as you can see, it's not a direct correlation. Interestingly, since May, the NIO stock broke out of that downtrend and has been on an upward trajectory. Comparatively, the number of shares shorted, or the short interest, has reduced significantly, down from around 81 million shares to only around 28 million shares. Obviously, the hedge funds, the large institutions, and just the people shorting the NIO stock have obviously seen it break out of that downtrend and expect the NIO stock to continue on higher, maybe even reaching new highs, and that's why they've been closing their short positions at a significant rate. So let's recap some of the recent news stories. NIO recently tweeted saying, "Have you seen what's going on in Norway? We're building 18,000 square foot of experiences, events and inspiration. NIO's first NioHouse will be situated on the main street of Norway's capital in Oslo." I think this is a great step forward for NIO and it's a great advertising opportunity for them. Obviously, it's a huge area situated right in the capital city or the main town. Therefore, they're going to get lots and lots of passers-by seeing these signs, wondering what's going on. And obviously NIO are massively into electric vehicles and electric cars. And I think especially with NIO, they would love to have the NIO ET7, the NIO ES8, or some of the other NIO vehicles in those customer possessions. It also takes NIO one step further than just being a car company. If they're offering experiences and events, it kind of makes them the entire package. Customers can not only go and buy a car, but they can also have a fun day out and some great experiences. NIO also recently tweeted saying in the NIO ET7, users can enjoy the NIO Autonomous Driving, or NAD, fully autonomous experience offered through a monthly subscription service, or ADAAS. Now let's break down what this really means. I think it's quite similar to their battery as a service option, where instead of a customer spending thousands and thousands of dollars on a battery inside the car, they can instead pay a weekly or a monthly rental, similar to tanking up your car with gas on a weekly or a monthly basis. It makes it a lot more desirable for a customer because instead of spending $60,000 on a car, they can instead spend only $50,000 on a car up front and just pay a little bit extra on a weekly or a monthly basis. I think therefore paying a monthly or a weekly rental for the autonomous driving feature is a great addition. If we take a look at Tesla, they charge around $10,000 for full self-driving capabilities. If you don't plan on using your autonomous driving software every single day, $10,000 is a hell of a lot of money. Therefore, if you only plan on using it 1 day a week or 2 days a week on the weekends, or maybe on your trip to and from work, but at no other point, then £10,000 or $10,000 is a lot of money to be spending, and therefore paying a weekly or a monthly rental or paying by the hour would be an incredible option. If we look at Volkswagen, for example, Volkswagen is also looking into subscriptions at a cost that the company estimates to be around $8.50 per hour. However, the idea is complex because it involves the company from which you purchase your vehicle from turning certain features on or off in your vehicle. It's not a problem that they're going to turn them on when you use them. It's more a problem that they're going to turn them off if you don't pay for them. It's not great if you're in that morning rush and you suddenly realize you haven't paid for your autonomous driving subscription. All of a sudden you get in your car and it might not even turn on, or the autonomous features might not actually activate because you haven't paid your daily rental or your weekly rental or your monthly rental. So it's very complex. I think it's a great idea because you're still ultimately owning your NIO vehicle, you're just paying a rental for your autonomous driving. But I think they need to really figure out a way that it's user-friendly to interact with. I guess if you're only planning to use it one day a week, then paying a monthly subscription isn't really that great because you're still paying for the entire month, even though you're only using it 4 or 5 days for the whole month. But at the same time, paying by the hour could become very buggy if your schedule changes and all of a sudden you can't use your autonomous features when you need them. Guys, if you want to invest and buy some NIO stock, but you haven't yet picked up some shares or even signed up to a platform, then be sure to check out the links in the description below. If you're in the US, you can currently get 2 free shares with Webull worth up to $1,850. If you're in the UK or in Europe, you can currently get a free share with free trade worth up to £200. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to check out some of my others. Alternatively, subscribe to the channel and ding that notification bell, because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers!